And so we have Mr. Jesse Jackson on the line right now. How you doing, Mr. Jackson?
My brother, how are you? I'm delighted to be on the phone with you today. I'm just on my way to Louisville now. I was blessed to know all of you across the years, and in later years to watch and observe more closely LeBron James, who has such a passion for helping people. He's obsessed with it. It's a wonderful thing. So many athletes come out of deep and dark situations. We don't see them again until they're crippled, come back home complaining. At the height of their careers, they're more concerned about selling apples and oranges and being a commodity than being a servant. I think that LeBron's role as a servant leader at this point stands out to me.
What else have you been impressed upon with LeBron James as far as his life and as far as what he's done for the community?
First of all, he's a master of his skills. What he does would not matter as much if he were not such a bright light on the hill. Because Ali honed his skills, that's what gave relevance to what he did beyond the boxing ring. Because LeBron has honed, he is the best singular basketball player in the world, acknowledged by even his friends and competitors. But he uses the spotlight to expand hope. I mean, what he's done for Akron, for example, and scholarships for children at the height of our struggle to make visible the Trayvon Martin situation. And other athletes were kind of looking at it as if it were a third person. He led the team in putting the hoodies on to make a statement identifying with those children who were being killed around the country. When everyone was choked to death and the whole world saw it, the silence among those who had big mouths and big platforms, LeBron told them, "Teacher, I can't breathe." That sense of caring, the people care that you know. They want to know that you care. And his caring to me seems to me to be a quality he has, like Ali, beyond the playing field.
Reverend Jackson, I'm Delvis Valentine. It's a pleasure and an honor to talking to you, sir.
It's good to talk with you, sir.
Reverend Jackson, how would you explain the concept of servant leadership?
Well, you know, one who is gifted and then hones those gifts and serves beyond what one has to do. The service that LeBron rendered to Akron or the one that Ali rendered to us was not in his contract. He didn't have to do it and risk to do it. I mean, when I should not forget when Ali stood up and said, I am a man, I choose not to fight war because I'm a conscious objective. He was attacked by forces outside of boxing. When LeBron said, I played my 7 years in Cleveland, I've paid my dues, I've drawn stadiums full every night. Now I want to test the free market as a free man. And my God, was he attacked? A free man testing the free market, and he wouldn't back down. A free man tested the free market and achieved his goal. Said, well, he's trying to stack the team with the best of players. What was Magic and Jabbar and Worthy except stacking the cards? I mean, what was Boston? I mean, every team tries to stack the cards the best as they can get, except he used his own skills and a charisma to make it happen. I thought this was a very unfair attack, burning his jersey, calling him Benedict on. I thought that was just so awful. But he stood up under it and went on and got 2 rings. He did his job. Then he comes back home as a servant leader. And I admire that very much. I wish Dr. King had met LeBron. I think he would be delighted because last April 4th, 1967, I was with Dr. King all day that day along with Anthony Dong in his room in New York working on his speech for that night at Riverside Church against the Vietnam War.
Mm-hmm.
And Charles Fletcher's Ali's lawyer and Dr. King's lawyer brought Ali and Jim Brown by the room. Jim, of course, was working in the National Economic Union there in Cleveland with athletes and supporting Ali's anti-war stand. He was taking bitter hits. Dr. King and Ali embraced and found kind of solace in each other's pain, but neither one of them went back down. Dr. King didn't back down, and Ali didn't back down. I think, again, LeBron's made out of that same kind of stuff.
We're speaking with the Reverend Jesse Jackson. Reverend Jackson, another question I would like to ask is, in the 60s, we had, the brothers into athletes such as your Jim Browns, your Willie Davis, your Bill Russells, your at the time Lou Alcindors, and Branson Wright wrote an excellent article about what they called the Ali Summit. And it seemed like a lot of athletes were activists in the 60s and the 70s. Now we fast forward a few years later.
The Jim Brown Summit.
I'm sorry?
That was the Jim Brown Summit.
Oh, good. Okay.
Ali attended, and Wooten attended, and Jabbar attended, others attended. That was Jim Brown's idea of a national. He wanted these athletes take some of that big money they make and invest in some of the economic development. That was Jim's real dream.
Right.
And Ali was there as a guest of Jim Brown's.
Right. So what happened to the activism now? Because at least, I mean, these guys had a lot. I mean, you had Bill Russell, who was getting ready to be coach of the Celtics. You had Willie Davis, who was a Green Bay Packer and a Super Bowl champion. Did money kind of take the activism away from the athletes, other than maybe a LeBron James?
Well, money is the measure by which many of them measure themselves. But there are many athletes, I must say, who do stuff that don't get publicity unless it's something negative. There are many other athletes who have foundations and try to do back and give back. And so I want to express my appreciation for them, but oftentimes the very top guy figures a way to get around. I remember when I was a kid growing up, Jackie Robinson, who was top guy at that time, would go around in the off season giving NAACP speeches at banquets. He would draw the crowd. They wanted to see Jackie Robinson. And Jackie would speak about civil rights and what was happening down south. Jackie was at the march on Washington with his wife Rachel. He used his celebrity at the top of his game to attract people to raise their consciousness. Well, that's the kind of thing that Ali did. It's the kind of thing that LeBron does in Akron, and I just hope that his model, because so many more athletes, they're making so much more money, they have a user opportunity. Instead in the market they work in. David Robinson does a great job of that down in San Antonio. It's not just LeBron that does it, but he is arguably, if you had to trade for a basketball player in the world that you choose one guy, it'd be LeBron. Well, it's kind of recognized, and with that stature, choose to reinvest in people and to give back and to show love. And no one knows how much it inspires. You can never determine the time you plant a seed. Some hit the rock, some hit the wind, some germinate. You never tell what seed a guy like LeBron plants. I was saying the other day, Reverend Otis Moss, that the night that LeBron, they won this second game, I suppose, in Miami. President was attacking him, he wouldn't take the last shot. He didn't have courage and all that stuff. And they, LeBron, what do you think about it? He said, I wasn't even supposed to be here. I mean, he says that he has defied the odds. He has grown up in the cracks of life. I wasn't even supposed to be here, and here I am, standing tall. And as ticket as, and most of those guys went to college, and they're not as ticket as LeBron is. He's honed the skills, developed his mind, his sense of public responsibility, sense of public recognition. He used to be admired. So I think what's kind of ticked me off, I saw my the other day, well, get LeBron and Curry, and the love-hate thing with LeBron. Why hate LeBron? What has he done to be hated?
Right.
Did be hated for that? Negotiating a contract based on what the market calls for, hated for that? Standing with Trayvon Martin, standing with Eric Gardner. There's no basis for any kind of antagonism for LeBron. He's carrying himself with great dignity and makes all of us proud.
We're talking with Jesse Jackson here on the Sports Brothers. Pastor Jackson, we thank you for coming on our show. Just have a few more minutes. You're on your way to Ali's celebration, if you will, there in Louisville. How would you describe?
Well, I talked with his wife today. That'll be an Islamic kind of private service in the morning, and then at the mosque, and then at 2 o'clock at the Yum Arena in downtown Louisville on Friday afternoon. Let me say, because I said the three dimensions of Ali that stands out in my mind. One dimension, the best in the world is what he did as a fighter. The second, the conditions of Louisville. Here's a guy with a gold medal, couldn't buy a downtown hamburger. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Here's the guy they cared more for horses at the Kentucky Derby than for black children in Louisville. Here's the guy that was a millionaire who couldn't use Holiday Inn and rent a room. He was incensed by that. Most folks adjusted to segregation, or they resented it and did nothing. He resisted it publicly. I remember even the whole idea of guys showing expressions and when they dunk a ball or tackle somebody, all that stuff's come out of all. The guy used to, Joe Lewis, and knock somebody out. Joe Lewis, what happened tonight? Well, hi, Mom. Just another lucky night. You weren't supposed to talk very much, and they didn't talk very much. All the guys who would drop the ball and go back to the bench. All these left express, all that expression in the end zone, all that's all these stuff.
Yes,
All that's
yes.
some kind of all these shuffle.
Yes. We thank you for spending time with us. We know you're busy and on your way to Louisville, and please come on our show again.
Well, you guys have a little entertainment in Cleveland tonight, don't you? Don't you have some people you're hosting, and you're a host or a guest tonight or something? What's going on in Cleveland tonight?
Oh yeah, NBA Finals, Game 3. The Cavaliers are playing the Warriors. They're trying to, they're really trying to, get back into this series. And then there's some different singers that are having things on. In fact, I'm sorry.
We hope it's the NBA Finals and not the Cavaliers Finals.
Yeah, like you used to say, Reverend Jackson. I think they're trying to keep hope alive.
We're all kind of putting from LeBron tonight.
Oh yeah, he can handle it.
He can definitely handle it.
He's the man.
Hey, thanks again. Have safe travels, and God bless you.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, folks. That was the Reverend Jesse Jackson here on the Sports Brothers.